What's up, everybody? You know the deal. Say it with me. Get up. That's right. Get up, get active, and get moving. Welcome to the Coach's Corner. Welcome to the Coach's Corner, y'all. And we're talking about the 7 dimensions of motivation, right? I'm going to be breaking them down. As I said in the video before this one, within these 7 motivators, and I'll stop there. Let me stop before I explain. If you haven't watched the video, the first video, click on this link right here. Go back to that video, watch the video, understand what it is that we're talking about. Because I need for you to understand I'm going to be sharing a lot of information with you. A lot of information. But information without insight means absolutely nothing, right? So make sure that you click on the link, check out the video. Once you're done, come back here and I'm going to break it down for you. The very first one we're going to get into is exciting. So welcome to the Coach's Corner. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get busy. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Coach's Corner. Again, this episode is about the 7 dimensions of motivation, and I'm going to share a lot of information with you. Like I said before, information without insight is useless. It's like there's no need for it. So please make sure that you take notes. I'm going to share a lot of great stuff with you, right? So what I also want you to do is remember, if you haven't watched the first video, please stop right now. This will allow you to at least get that information. I'm going to show you how to discover your why and your way to living life on your terms. So as I open this up, I want you to remember that knowing your specific level of motivation is important to understanding what drives you, what you believe in, right? Why you believe in the things that you believe in, why you take action or inaction, right? So let's jump into the very first one, which is the aesthetic motivator. Now, if you remember from my first video, I talked about the aesthetic motivator is the drive for balance, harmony, and form, right? Write that down, balance, harmony, and form. The main motivation in this driver is a strong desire and need to achieve harmony between the world around us and within us, all while creating a sustainable work-life balance between the two, which we all know is hard, right? Now, it also is the need for self-expression. And the higher a person scores in the aesthetic motivator, the more alternative they are in their approach to the world, right? They will be influenced by outside, the way the world makes them feel. Let me say it like that, right? They're influenced by how the outside world makes them feel. Think about that, right? So a lot of us may have a little bit of aesthetic in us. As a matter of fact, each one of us has a piece of aesthetic in us, right? But that's not all. There's creative, imaginative, artsy, mystical, as well as expressive also in that motivator. Those high in this style may redefine and reset real world approaches to the current challenges that we're having, right? So each dimension has its strengths and limitations, right? For example, when you're high in aesthetic, for example, your strengths are expression of creativity, appreciation of the environment around you, or you value personal fulfillment and peace, right? As well as intuitive insight. Now, the limitations for someone who's high in aesthetic is you may have your head in the clouds, right? You avoid disharmony, or pain, right? And you don't want to deal with drama. You just don't have time for it, right? You can sometimes be a little unrealistic. You struggle with practicality and things of that nature. Now, when you're low in aesthetic, your strengths are practical results focused, period. You focus on the end results. You're less emotional and more straightforward. You value functionality and how things happen, right? There's no need for frill or enhancement, no need for bright lights. Cut to the chase. What is it? Let's get to it, right? Now, when you score low in aesthetic, the limitations for those particular ones is you may seem a bit impersonal. You're too businesslike. I'm not trying to get to know you like that. You may put too much focus on the results opposed to the journey. Right? You may be unimaginative and resist the uncommon. And you're hyper aware of wasting time. Everything has to have its place with you. Now, again, this is the Aesthetic Motivator. And I want you all to remember that you can't have one without having the remaining 6. Right? One just may be higher than the other. And as I mentioned in the very first video, one being high and the other being low, or one being low and the other being high, can actually be pretty dynamic together. Right? So as the weeks come or the weeks go on and I continue to post these videos, I'm going to break down each one of these and the value behind each one of them and how it's going to help you identify what your why is and and how it's going to help you with your way to living life on your terms. Again, welcome to the Coach's Corner, y'all. I appreciate you spending time with me. The information that I'm sharing with you, as I said before, the information I'm sharing with you is really good information. But if you don't have insight, then it's like you can't even apply it. It's almost like having the key to, an access to all of this wealth of information, but not having the combination to unlock it. So that's why I asked you to take notes, write this stuff down. This is all for you, right? Now, if you would like to have an assessment where it breaks down where you score high in and where you score low in, go to www.timeislifecoach.com/motivate me. At that point, we'll get you an assessment and we'll go from there. All right. Again, thank you for the love and support, and I will see you next time. Peace.